there. Are you ready for your short body flow? Today all we need is a loop band. As always, if you don't have a loop band, you use what you have. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So, let's bring that band around our wrists for me. We're going to start at the end of our mat. We've got lots of mat in front of us. We're going to bring that chin into the chest, the belly button into the spine as we roll down. And then we're going to build that spine back up. One vertebrae after the other. We're going to roll the shoulders back. And again, chin into the chest, belly button into the spine as we roll down. And we're going to roll all the way up and we roll the shoulders back. Now, on this last one, we're going to turn this into a walkout. Chin into the chest, belly button into the spine. We're going to walk out for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're finding ourselves in this tall plank position. If you need to come down onto the knees, feel free to. We're going to walk our hand out, out, and in, in. So our goal is to try and keep everything in that body completely still. We have one more, and then finish with our hands directly underneath of our shoulders. From here, we're going to lift our right heel up, we're going to rock forward, we're going to rock back, we're going to bring our weight just over the pads of our feet and lower that right foot down. Lifting our left leg up, we go ahead, we put that high heel on, we take that high heel off, we come back through level and lower that foot down, one more each side. Lifting the right heel up, we rock forward and back, back through even, and lower last one as we lift. We rock forward and back, back through level, lower down, drop down to our heels, and send ourselves back in that wrist position. Good. From here, still keeping that band onto our wrists, we're going to lie down onto your tummy for me. So, I want you to think about pubic bone being pressed down, belly button being lifted up. I want you just to add a little bit of initial tension. If your band has rolled like mine has, go ahead and place it back. A little bit of initial tension on that band for me. Our shoulders are pulled away from our ears. We're looking down towards the floor and our belly button is lifted up off the floor. From here, we go ahead. We lift just our upper body and our arms up on an inhale, and we exhale as we lower down. Again, we lift up on an inhale, and we exhale as we lower down. We have another 4, and lowering back down, and 3. Can we keep that tension on? And 2 more, and lower down. Last one for me, can we stay here? Can we go ahead and horizontally up and down? Good, nice. Well, I suppose that would be vertically, really. Flip of those arms for me for 10, 9, 8, 7 is our neck in neutral, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Let's take that band off. Let's lie onto your side for me. We're going to bring that band just underneath of your left hand. We're going to come on up so our left hand is directly underneath of our shoulder. Let's walk the knees back for me. So, we're onto this side plank position. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is extended. Let's roll the elbow up to the ceiling as we lift the leg and lower both down with control. We lift up, pause, and we slowly lower down. Now, whilst we're in this position, can we think about lifting that waist up off the floor? Can we think about that shoulder coming away from our ear? We have 3, and lowering it down, and 2, keep our head on straight, and 1, and lowering down. Lower everything to the floor for me. Let's take that band and let's just bring it around those ankles for me. From here, I'm going to get you to come down onto that rested position for me. So our head is being supported by our hand. Now, my legs are both going to go ahead and be parallel to my body. So I don't want them forward or back. I want them exactly in line. Let's also have them parallel, so I'm to the front. So our knees are facing forward. We're not laterally rotated. From here, that supporting hand is pressed down. We lift both legs up, we slowly lower them down. Notice how the gap between our legs is the same whether we're lifting or lowering. Our hips are stacked, our shoulders are stacked. We're thinking about keeping length in our waist. So remember those chopsticks that I always liken between our hips and our ribs? We don't want to think about crunching one of those chopsticks for me. And 5, a good core workout, a good leg workout. 3, and 2. Last one, can we stay lifted? Can we pulse the band apart for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we stay here? Can that bottom leg come forward, that top leg come back, and can we switch? Now, I want to do this really slowly because I want us to keep tension on that band at all times. I want us to keep that same distance in that band the whole time. And I really want us to keep our shoulders and our hips stacked. We have 5, and switch, and 4, keeping the toes pointed, and 3, almost there, and 2, and 1, and lower back down. Gorgeous. Nice. Now, from here, can we go ahead and lie back onto your tummy with that band in between our ankles? Let's go ahead. Let's bring our arms into demon arms. So we're resting our forehead onto our forearms. Let our legs create that shoulder distance apart distance. And let's keep that tension on that band. Now, upper body is completely ground down. We're lifting the legs up and we're lowering down. Now, can we press our pubic bone down into the floor and lift our belly button up? We have another 5, and lower, and 4, and lowering down, and 3 more, good, and 2. Last one, stay lifted. Can we lift the right heel, lower the left, and switch for me as we switch and switch. So again, we're doing this really slow and deliberately. 10, 10 and 9, 9 and 8, 8, 7, 7 and 6, 6 and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and slowly lower down. Send ourselves back into that rest position for me. And let's roll up and take that band off of our ankles for me. Coming up into that tall kneeling position. Band is into our hands for me. We're going to have our knees directly underneath of our hips. We're looking straight forward at that wall. Relax our shoulders back and down. We hinge back on an inhale. And we exhale as we come forward. Again, inhaling to hinge back, exhaling as we come forward. We have 4, using that breath, and 3, moving back as 1, and 2 more, perfect. And last one, stay here, pulse the band apart for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way up. Lower the arms down. Let's roll onto that second side. We're going to place that band underneath of our right hand. Right hand is directly underneath of our right shoulder. Stacking those legs for me. Bottom leg stays bent, top leg is extended. And just take a second to get quote-unquote comfortable. We're going to row as we lift the leg and slowly lower it down. We slowly lift and we slowly lower. Good. We have 8, controlling it down, and 7, almost there, and 6, perfect, and 5, good, and 4, nice and controlled, and 3, keeping the shoulder away from the ear, and 2, and last one, and slowly lower down. Nice. Coming down onto our side. That band comes around our ankles again, just about an inch above those bony landmarks. Again, we're propping our head out of the way. Those legs are in line with our body. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. From here, we go ahead. Let's have that hand for support. Legs have that initial tension and they're both facing forward. We lift the legs up and we slowly lower down. As we lift and slowly lower, we have another 8. Good. Keep that tension on that band. And 7 and tapping back down. And 6. Beautiful. And 5. Almost there. And 4. That glute starts to burn a little bit. And 3. And 2 more. Last one, can we keep lifted? Can we go ahead and pulse the legs apart for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can that bottom leg come forward, that top leg come back? Can we switch for me as we switch and switch, keeping our hips stacked, keeping our shoulders stacked, keeping everything relaxed and still apart from those legs moving. We have 5, 5, and 4, and 3, yes, and 2, and 1. Legs come through level and lower down. Now, can we go ahead and keep that band on our ankles as we find ourselves onto our back? Once we're onto our back, let's have our legs nice and long, and let's have those legs about shoulder distance apart. So whenever we feel that band doesn't really want us to keep our legs like that, we're having to really work those outer glutes. Let's reach our arms overhead so our biceps are in line with our ears. Ribs are melted down. We inhale as our arms come up. We exhale as we dive up and over. Are our feet still flexed? Are we reaching forward? Is our belly button scooping back? We roll down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as we come up and over. Remember, this isn't a hamstring exercise. It's how much we can reach forward and scoop that belly back. Rolling back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as we come up and over. Sitting up nice and tall. Can we go ahead and bring that band around the arches of our feet? Now, let's control ourselves back, all the way back down onto our back. Let's exhale, bring our legs up into tabletop. We're going to place our hands down by our side, pressing them down. Let's extend our left leg nice and long. And let's go ahead as we switch those legs. We switch. We switch. Now our feet are going to have to stay flexed for this, otherwise we're going to run the risk of making a little slingshot out of that band and smacking ourselves in the face. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we keep our legs just like so? Bring our hands underneath the nape of our neck, one on top of the other. Can we curl up and over to that left side? Stay here. Now, our legs, I want you to lift the structure up and lower back down. As we lift the structure up and we lower back down. Last one for me. And lower down. Switch the legs and switch over to that second side. We go ahead, lift the structure up and lower down. And 4. Can we keep nice and relaxed in that neck? So our head is heavy into the hands, not the other way around. And 2 more, almost there. And last one. And go ahead, bring our legs into tabletop, lower back down, and place our hands in a little diamond, bringing our hands underneath of our hips. We're going to extend the legs up to the ceiling. Feet are still flexed. Let's keep our legs in parallel, which means our kneecaps are facing towards us. Let's pulse the legs out to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Now, while holding that tension, we're lowering our legs down only as far as we can, and we're lifting them back up. Now, when I say only as far as you can, notice how from the hips up, nothing changes in my body. So if you can only come down this far, fabulous. We have 4, exhaling to lift. Are we keeping that tension on the band? 3, are our feet staying flexed? And 2, can we keep our collarbones relaxed? And 1, stay lifted. Now, let's keep our left leg exactly where it is. Keep everything still. Our right leg comes out to the side and controls back in. Same thing, just the right leg and back through center. We have 4. Can we keep our back into the ground and our ribs melted down? 3 and 2 and 1. Can we do the second side? Right leg stays where it is. Left leg comes out to the side and back in. Again, the goal here is that everything is staying still. We have 4, lovely, and 3, almost there, and 2, everything stays still apart from that left leg. 1, back through center, bending the legs, removing the hands. Let's take our left foot out of our band and bring that left foot down to the floor. We're holding onto the band with our hands, with our right sole of our foot wrapped with that band. We extend the leg up to the ceiling and we bend it back into tabletop. So if you feel like our gesture leg, our supporting leg, that left leg is better bent as it is, stay where we are. Or if you want to extend it down to the floor, then go ahead and do so. Last one, we stay lifted. Hold on to the band just with our left hand as we guide the leg over towards our left side, keeping our hips down so we're really getting this IT band stretch. Good, come back through center, switch the hands. Bring our left hand to our left hip as we let our leg come out to the right side as far as you can whilst keeping our left hip still. We don't want that to pop up. Back through center. Go ahead, exchange the feet for me. And we bend the leg into tabletop and extend it up to the ceiling. And again, as we bend and we extend, we have 3 more, extending that leg. And 2 more, keeping relaxed in that upper body. And last one, stay extended. Hold on with that right hand and guide it over to the right side as we keep our hips down, stretching into that IT band. Come back through center, switch the hands, place our right hand onto our right hip. Let our leg come out only as far as you can keep those hips level to the ceiling. And go ahead, come back through center, undo the hand, place it to one side, take that full body stretch. And then go ahead, cocoon the knees into the chest, tuck the chin, and we're going to begin to rock and roll back and forward until we're up to a seated position. Sitting cross-legged, shrug the shoulders to our ears, squeeze back and slide down. Last one, shoulders to the ears, squeeze back, slide down. And those words you've been waiting for, you my darlings, are all done. Have a lovely, lovely day.